Hi, everybody. Angel here. Hope you're doing great. And today I'm super excited to speak with Pelagia. And we will get started very soon. And we're going to be talking about Greek appetit and vegan Greek cooking. So I'm super excited to talk about that. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. So we'll get started very soon. I have pinned the page down below where you can. And let us know where you're tuning in from in the comments. That would be awesome as well. Hi there. How are you?
Hi, Angel. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm just making sure. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, great.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining. I want to let everybody know that I met. Well, first of all, tell us how to pronounce your name correctly, please.
I know this is a Greek problem.
No.
So, my name, a Greek name, is pronounced Pelagia. So, like you say, yin, yes, yin, Pelagia.
Okay, Pelagia. Okay.
Yes. Wow, you're Greek.
Well, kind of close. Well, Kalispera to you.
Kalispera.
I know about 3 Greek words, okay? So, and I'll have to tell you a joke later about this whole Kalimera, Kalispera, but I'll wait for later to tell you that. And I don't know if you'll find it funny, but anyway, I want to thank you so much for taking the time. I want to thank everybody who's joining either live or on the replay. And I met Pelagia in Vegan Business Tribe. So shout out to Vegan Business Tribe. And and we've had like chit chats and different meetup groups that we've had online. So it's super nice to connect with you here, kind of face to face, but not really.
So thank you so much, Angel, and your awesome community, and the amazing photos and the lives and all the things that you create on your Instagram profile there. And I went to see your products and the offers, because I think you have a new offer this week that is running, right?
Yeah, the Spring Detox Vegan Raw Vegan Challenge.
And I was like, people must be crazy about this, because this is something that, yes, because it's not by accident that you are a yummy vegan. It's healthy, it's yummy. People have to join.
Thank you for saying that. But we're going to focus on your content today. But before we get to that, I want to ask you to please share with us how you started your plant-based vegan journey and how you ended up to where you are today.
Yeah. So first off, I did not start directly as a vegan. So I went from an omnivore, so somebody who was eating everything, to a vegetarian, and then to a vegan. And the reason that I became a vegetarian is because one day I saw some photos with cows that had tears in their eyes that were in the slaughterhouse. There was everywhere blood. I still have chills when I say it every time, because it was a really awful image that this is the reality. And I was like, okay, I could really feel that I could even taste and smell the blood and the fear that these cows were feeling. And I was like, no. We're not talking anymore about food, because I'm a foodie. But this is not food. So these are sentient beings.
Yeah.
And I don't want to contribute anymore to this. So I became vegetarian. And then 2 years after that, I read some articles and saw some new photos and about the dairy industry and eggs and male chickens. And I was like, oh, no. I don't want this neither. And Angel, it's interesting because we're also brainwashed about the dairy benefits, the benefits that the dairy have. Yes, Exactly. And I was like, because my poor mother thought that milk is good. So when I was growing up, I was like, drink your milk. And okay, I liked the milk.
Yeah.
My sister hates milk, but I liked it. So I cannot say that I was forced. But we are brainwashed that these things are good and these things are not. And this is not the truth because there is some scientific research behind that backs up the fact that dairy is not, and meat and things like that are not good for your health. But yeah, so I became a vegan, and it's now 7 years that I'm a vegan.
That's wonderful. No, I had a similar experience, but I didn't see those animal videos until way, way, way later, to be honest. But
It's
yeah,
better.
it's true. I went vegetarian, pescatarian, for health reasons. I had
Mm-hmm.
no idea about the animal
Yes.
industry, and it wasn't until like actually in the last few years that I discovered it. And I was considering myself vegan before I even totally understood
Mm-hmm.
the animal element to it, because I thought that veganism was just a diet. So it was after a while that I understood, no, 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 it's more than a diet.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole philosophy. It's a whole lifestyle. So, I appreciate you sharing that, because a lot of people still don't realize it.
Yeah, but it's, it's very tricky, and I don't want to think when I talk with somebody, I'm very gentle
Yeah.
because I was this person in the past. So if somebody attacks me and say you have to go, I mean, if I was not vegan and say you have to go vegan, you are not a good person. I was like, yeah,
No.
no, it's not. Yeah, so we have to be very gentle because sometimes we forget that we were this person that we judge now.
Exactly. No, and I'm glad you said that too, because that's been coming up a lot in my world, and I feel like it's really not fair to just be so hard on people, because you know we're surrounded by the opposite. We're
Yes,
surrounded by all of this, propaganda that we
yes.
need it, we need it, we need it. Even when I was a vegetarian, I had people very close to me asking me, well, where are you going to get your calcium? Where are you getting your
Mm-hmm.
protein? And
Yes.
so I would have to tell them, like at that point I was on soy yogurt and soy milk way back then. And so if I told them that, they would be quiet. They would say, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, or I would say, oh yeah, I had some cheese. And then they would be like satisfied, because in their heads, that's what they believe,
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so tell us a bit, please, about some of the changes that you experienced along your vegan journey.
Yes. So I think the biggest change and the most visible one, because everybody could understand around me, apart from the fact that I was not eating anymore the thing that was devouring before,
Yeah.
uh, it was the fact that I lost weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the thing is that I lost, when you stop meat,
Yeah.
and you stop, and then you stop dairy,
Mm-hmm.
then you lose without making any efforts or anything special or fitness that I don't like, or yes, all the good things I don't like. So, but I lost weight without any efforts, anything, and I was without any deprivation because I stopped eating all the foods that have a lot of calories
Yeah.
and do not have and have fat, because there is the good fat and there is the healthy and unhealthy. It was the unhealthy fat. So this was the biggest change.
Mm-hmm.
And people saw it directly, and they were asking, what did you do? I said, I want the same. And I said, I'm eating all the time. I don't know. I like my food. I don't know. And then I said, oh yes, of course I went vegan. Maybe this is the reason. They're like, oh wow. So this is the biggest change. Of course, because there's so many yummy vegan foods. After the transition, you can take weight
Yeah.
because it's not like that you go vegan and you magically become Cindy Crawford or I don't
Yeah.
know what else. We have to be
I love
honest.
that.
Yes, it's true. But if you are reasonable, for example, you are such a beauty, you are slim because you take, yes, you pay attention to your weight. If if I eat like there is no tomorrow,
Yeah,
like we say in Greece, so
yeah,
very
yeah,
much,
yeah,
I will become like that. So that's
yeah.
normal.
No, I agree with you. Like, you can eat a lot of calories as a vegan, or you can eat the adequate amount as a vegan. It just depends on how you want to go about it, you know? So tell
Yes.
us a bit about, like, did you have any challenges along the way? And if so, what were a couple of those challenges that you experienced?
Yeah. The challenge, I think the biggest challenge was when I had to eat out and I had, I could not find anything in the past.
Yeah.
Now it's better. And I remember one thing when I was in Spain for a trip, I was in a tapas bar and I asked the waiter, do you have something vegan? And he told me, of course, many things. And I was like, huh, that's good. And then one of these things was with fish. And I was like, because my Spanish is not excellent, I said, but this is fish or not? And he said, yes. And I was like, and I understood that it's not his fault
No.
because with so many so many terms and this terminology, flexitarian, vegetarian, vegan, omnivore,
Pescatarian.
yes,
And pescatarian, too.
pescatarian, exactly. People are getting close and they're saying, what do you mean? I don't know anymore what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's not their fault,
No.
but I think nowadays it's getting easier and easier. But still, vegan, plant-based, it's a little bit tricky. But yeah, we have to
Yeah.
educate people because yes, it's not easy. We have to explain.
Yeah, no, you make a good point. Anyone who is listening in today, please put your questions and comments down below, and Pelagia will be happy to answer. And also let us know where you're tuning in from around the world. That would be cool as
Mm.
well. And while we wait, so tell us, please, why did you decide to start Greek Appetite?
Yeah, that's a good question because Greek appetite, like it is now, it did not start
Right.
in the past. So first of all, Greek appetite, it's not just me, it's me and my sister.
Yes,
It's
yes.
just that me, I'm the front face and my sister is the back
Yes.
end. and we started with the physical products, food, because I was already in Belgium. I lived here for the last 17 years. But it was the financial crisis in Greece. And I was thinking, I was working like an employee, and I was thinking, how can I contribute and help these people? Uh, of course, I don't have a lot of power in my hands, so I was thinking how to do a small contribution. So I thought with my sister to take two of our passions, so Greece and food, and combine them. And we thought of helping small Greek producers to import their yummy original foods and show here in Belgium what Greeks eat, because a lot of non-Greeks, they don't know how many original foods we have, and it's the same. So let's fix it. And this lasted for about three years, and then we closed the e-shop and we moved to the digital space. And because it's more difficult with physical products, and now we can reach everybody around the world, because you see, you're not in Belgium, you're not but yes, exactly, it's different with the digital space. And so Greek appetite was again about Greece and veganism, but now it was more about recipes, because I also trained to become a vegan chef for 2 years.
Nice.
And so we help people with recipes and things like that.
That's awesome. Now, I'm curious to know, and I think others might be as well. So, in your messaging, you
Yeah.
include cooking in a lazy way.
Yes.
So, why do you take that approach to to your Greek recipes?
You know, you ask very nice questions and very smart questions.
Thank you.
So this is true. And the thing is that Greek appetite is about Greece and veganism. But as we have seen, and from my own experience as well, is that cooking is such a controversial topic because, yes, a lot of people think that it's consuming, so it takes time to cook something that is easy, tasty, and healthier. It's not just one thing. And then it creates mental load. So you have to make decisions every day, every time about what to eat, because it's not like you go for shopping for your clothes. You do it, I don't know, once per year, less, and that's all. For food, you have to think every day what to eat. It's not
several times a day.
Exactly, not only once per day. For some of them, of us, more than
right.
And then the third thing is that people think that the recipes, and especially plant-based ones, are either complicated or boring or with expensive ingredients. So I was thinking, okay, let's fix this, because cooking can be, I don't know if you, I think my connection has been lost. Can you hear me? I think my connection has been lost.
You're back.
Okay, okay. Sorry, my connection.
Yeah, it went out a little bit. And
assisted to smash this myth, because it's not only myths, and to show that it can be easy and can be healthy, and it can be, so to have everything and in a lazy way. There is always an easy way. You just have to know how to do it. You have the skills, the ideas, and the basic things.
Yeah, but I think it was really smart, and it was a good idea to kind of message it as cooking in a lazy way, because a lot of people do not like to cook. A lot of people actually say that they are too lazy to cook. And, you know, the word lazy as well kind of has the connotation of easy. So it's good because when people think of lazy cooking, they're like, oh, yeah, well, that must be easy. I can do that, you know. And so I think it's really helpful. Now, I've been lucky to go to Greece several times. Maybe this is the time to tell you about this terrible shall we say, miscommunication that I had. I was in Ikaria, and the driver came to get me. She was like taking me to different villages so I could kind of see the island. And I was so excited, and I wanted to say Kalimera. And I jumped in her car in the backseat, and I said, calamari.
Oh, it's okay.
And she didn't say anything, and I felt terrible.
Why? They eat calamari.
No, but that's not what I wanted to say.
But it's okay. It's okay, because calamari, which is the fish.
Right.
Ikaria, it's an island. They have a lot of fish, and they are not vegan. I don't think they are vegan. So it's okay.
They're more like plant forward. Yeah, they eat a lot of plants. Yeah. But
they eat a lot.
Terrible because I messed up the word.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, people appreciate that. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, now I feel better. So tell us.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to feel bad.
Thank you. I feel better now. So, and I've had a lot of amazing Greek dishes. When I was there, I was vegetarian / pescatarian. So I was lucky though, because I was trying to avoid fish and dairy and eggs for health reasons, not because I was vegan yet, but I discovered a lot of accidentally, I guess, plant-based, plant-forward dishes with beans and vegetables and you know, of course, the grape leaves and all of that. So tell us, please, what are some of the ways that you use to veganize Greek cuisine, Greek recipes?
Yes, another excellent question. So the thing is that, Angel, a lot of non-Greeks do not really know Greek cuisine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So especially because you were lucky to
Yes,
visit Greece.
I was lucky. Hmm.
If I ask you, because I have discussed with Americans or any other nationality, non-Greeks, and I was talking about some dishes, and they were like, huh? What do you mean? And I was like, it's not your fault, it's our fault. Especially for people that who have watched my big fat Greek wedding.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
This thing has destroyed.
yeah, that's probably not a good example.
People, yes, because I was talking with a girl, and she told me, "Well, I'm sure that Greek food is more than love." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, we have done such a bad job." Because when you're talking about Italian foods,
Yeah,
everybody is proud, and I love Italian food, but
me too.
Italian food is smart Italians that they have done such a wonderful marketing. And I don't say that it's not good, it's excellent. But what I'm saying is that with an equally good diet and many, many yummy foods, we have done such a poor job, and we have not correctly communicated about all the yummy and healthy foods that you can eat in Greece. And this is the impression that I have, and I hope I'm incorrect. But if I ask a non-Greek, they will instantly tell me souvlaki and lamb, and I will cry until the morning, because this is the impression that they have, and it's normal. And you can have a lot of, I will not tell about everything, because we have created a quiz to see how well you really know about Greek vegan recipes. You can find it in our bio after the live. Um, uh, and I will not talk about that, but it's not the impression that you have about, it's not true what the impression of, you have about Greek foods. The truth is that Greeks now eat a lot of meat,
Yeah,
even though it has changed with COVID and the financial situation, things like that.
yeah,
Meat. You can do it with legumes,
yeah.
yes, herbs and spices, mushrooms. We have a delicious Greek vegan gyros in our digital cookbook. We have done it, and every time we do it for friends, they're like, it's better than the original one.
That's great. I
So
love
you can
that.
recreate this. Yes, it's amazing. And the fish taste, what is the fish taste? The fish taste is the fish that eats the seaweed.
Yeah,
Why not skip the fish and go directly to the
yeah,
source? Go and eat directly the seaweed. So this is the way you can recreate.
yeah.
And yeah, there are many ways that are healthy and with affordable ingredients.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Now, I know you have a Facebook group. So can you tell us a bit, please, about your Facebook group? What happens in there? Why should people be interested in joining that Facebook group?
Yes, thank you. So first of all, we have a Facebook page,
Yes.
which is Greek Appetite. And the thing is that on each platform, because we are on Facebook most of the time, Instagram, sometimes TikTok, and also
Yeah.
newsletter. If you want to really capture all of our craziness, Greek craziness and foods, you have to follow us on each platform, because we mostly of the time we share different things. Mostly of
Good.
the time. Sometimes
That's
we share the
good.
same thing. Yes.
Yeah.
And then there is, apart from the page, we have also our Facebook group, Eat Like a Greek Vegan, which is basically a bonus for people who buy the digital cookbook, Eat Like a Greek Vegan. They can also join us for free, and they can ask us if they have any questions. Sometimes we share tips and things like that.
That's awesome. And you also have a blog. So what's happening with your blog? What should people know about your blog?
Yes. So we have the blog greekappetite.com. We have it in English and Greek because we speak also French, but it's a little bit complicated to do it in 3 languages. And people can find there our free recipes, the blog recipes to prepare yummy, easy, healthy, mainly Greek vegan meals. We share tips from our trips. So, for example, last year we were in Rhodes, in the island, the Greek island.
Wow.
Yes, we shared things that we visited. We visited things, we ate things, we shared it with our people. Yes. Yes, so these recipes and tips, travel tips, food trips, etc.
But that's really great though, because it's like a travel guide, because a lot of people go to Greece for, you know, pleasure and everything, and even if they're not vegan or plant-based, it's still very interesting for them, for example, to see, like you're saying, the sightseeing and all, you know,
Yes,
all of the places you're visiting, and you're also introducing them to the concept of eating a
yes,
plant diet, even if they're not yet, you know, plant-based or vegan. So I think that's really cool.
exactly. Because as you say, we have also written an article about that, Angel. Doesn't really matter for the cow if you're a vegan or not.
Exactly.
If you stop eating here, it's the same for here. It's the same effect. So if you do it for your health, or because your friends are vegan and you just want to accompany them, if you want it for any reason, you want to not to even reduce your consumption of animal products, it's very good news for the cow
Yeah.
and the other animals.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a very good point. So thanks for bringing that up. I want to ask you also to please tell us about any of your current offerings that you have. What are you currently, I guess, really, you know, highlighting to the world at the moment?
Thank you so much. So you can be a recipes person and you can be a non-recipes person. So if you want to follow recipes, I was all the persons, so that's why
Yeah,
we
yeah,
create
yeah,
things.
yeah.
If you want to follow recipes, we have our digital cookbook, Eat Like a Greek Vegan, and we also share tips that I also learned from my studies to become a vegan chef, but from our also experience as well, because we try things. If you don't want, if you want recipes, but also a little bit of guidance, you can combine it with our virtual cooking experience to prepare a moussaka or Greek gyros, where I explain step by step why I'm doing what I'm doing. Then if you don't want recipes and you are more intuitive person or anything else, we have our latest product, which is upgrade your vegan cooking in a lazy way, which is basically, this is mostly for the persons who are not yet vegans, or for vegans who eat a lot of ready store-bought products and they just want a little bit to try cooking because they're fed up with the cost and the not good, very good quality products. And these are 3 workshops, which are only of a total duration of 33 minutes, because people, I see it from myself, cannot focus for very long time. I hope you're still there.
No, I know. We all have short attention spans, you know.
Yes,
That's why it's like, you know, a 15-second reel and a 10-second clip
yes,
and a 5-second short. You know, I mean, everything is just short, short, short.
yes, exactly. So in very quick videos, we show how to set up your pantry and then how to use this, and then 5 meals that you can prepare in less than 30 minutes. Yes, and it's a compact and quick way to do this. And to honor you and your audience, my sister and I will also provide a 30% discount to these workshops. And you just have to send us a message that you come through Angel.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm gonna when I post the replay, I will put that in the description as well.
Okay,
Yeah, and
thank
that way
you.
when they're reading the description, they can message you directly.
Okay, I
Cool.
see.
Cool. And so, do you have any other maybe future offerings that you want to mention at this time, or anything, any other services or anything you want to mention at this time?
I would like to create a virtual event or retreat, but again, with very quick things to prepare. But I'm not sure if people are still interested in joining virtual events. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You can vote.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know that retreats have started to pick up again.
Mm.
Retreats are becoming much more popular now than they were in the last 2 years, and we all know
Yes,
why.
yes,
So I think a lot of people are really, really craving that face-to-face interaction.
yes,
That's what I've been seeing a lot. Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
Yes, but of course you cannot reach people on the other side, in the other side of the world. That's the problem. Or people who don't want to. Yeah, this is under
Yeah,
discussion. Maybe not. So leave it.
yeah.
Don't keep it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess if anyone is interested in a retreat, with Greek appetite, then they can message you, and that takes me to my next question for you, please. What are the best ways for people to contact you for information, collaboration, questions, comments, etc.?
Oh, thank you. So you can send us an email at info at greekappetite.com. Or just send us a direct message. We are not 24 hours stick to the mobile, but we will see it later. And yeah, these are the safest and easiest way.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, I want to, first of all, before I ask you to wrap this up and put a bow on it for us, please, I want to thank everybody who joined, either live or on the
Yes.
replay. And of course, I want to thank you, Pelagia, for coming on and sharing. And also a big shout out to your sister, who is also collaborating with you. And I'm going to ask you, if you have any final thoughts for us to kind of wrap this up and put a bow on it for us, please.
First of all, I'm delighted. It's my first live.
Cool.
With the best person.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. A big thanks to everybody who listened or will listen.
Right.
And I would like to invite you as well to an IG Live, even though we are not doing it, but I would like, because you have a so interesting profile, and what you are doing, yes, it's a contribution, because what you are basically doing is helping people staying healthy in a yummy way. Because, sorry, if this is not important, what is this?
Yeah.
What is it?
I agree. And especially because what you said earlier, it's not like you're going to go and buy, let's say, a piece of clothing, like, I don't know, a winter coat once a year, or a pair of shoes every 6 months, or whatever. I mean, food is such a central part of our day-to-day life, that it's very important what we put in our mouths. And yes, they say, we are what we eat, which is certainly true. And that's even an even bigger reason to focus on, what you're doing. So
Exactly. Because why are you glowing? Because you eat well. It's true.
Thank you. Yeah. So, what would be some of your advice for someone who is just trying to maybe get onto this whole plant eating lifestyle?
Just replace the things that you love, because you can replace everything with their plant-based version. Everything. And I did not say this. This is important. When I went vegetarian then vegan, I was a little bit sad, because I was like, okay, I know the reason I'm doing
Yeah.
this. It's not like, and it's very strong, but I'm still a foodie. So I know I will get deprived. And then I found the things. I found there is another universe of foods that you cannot even suspect that it exists. So I was like, why? Why I did not know all this? You have such a limited, you think you have more options when you are eating everything, and it's not true.
It's very limited. The standard diet is very limited, and you are so right,
Exactly.
because when I became vegan, I started to discover all these different fruits and vegetables that I had never ever eaten. Like the
Exactly.
other day, I found some tomatillos. They're so beautiful. I had those for the first time. Even in the last 3 years or so, I started to eat like rutabaga and yeah, I've had parsnips and all that, like in
Mm.
cooked soups, before, but things like fennel and leeks and all those,
Exactly.
just eating like all of those amazing, plant foods that I didn't grow up eating. Yeah, I probably had it when I went to a restaurant and it was in the
Yes.
recipe or whatever, but to actually
Yes.
like see the actual, plant food and then to go and eat it like at home, it's a very big difference.
Exactly. Exactly. So, uh, if you are afraid, if you are a foodie, uh, you will find this is the camera. I'm not sure if I talk to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
This you, you will find a new universe full of flavors that you cannot even suspect that they exist. So get ready. You will love it. And even if you are afraid that you don't want to completely change your diet, it's okay. Eh? Do as much as you want, and it's not a race. It's not like, I'm a vegan, I'm better than you. It's not like that. It's just that I received some information, and I understood that some things must change. And this is how I took some decisions. It's not like vegans are better or superior or anything else. It's just that they are better informed. So it's all about information and making decisions. That's
I
all.
love that. That is just so perfect to wrap this up. That was a beautiful bow you just put on this. Seriously, because I've been thinking about this a lot, like I mentioned you earlier. So I really appreciate you kind of, wrapping this all up with that message. And I think, what your message is, a message of compassion, of understanding, not a message of division and criticism. So I really, really appreciate that, because I've just been seeing a lot of, like different, very harsh comments going out
Mm.
recently. And I just wish that, more people thought like you did, because it's pretty tough out there with some of these conversations. So thank you for saying that.
It's pretty tough with everything because there are a lot of bad things that happening, and yeah. But let's see, as you say, the positive
Yeah.
side of things,
Yeah.
and because I will not repeat what you said. You told already. So this is the message, and
Yeah.
if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, because I was and you are probably better than me, because in the past I did not even know how to boil water to cook pasta. So I'm sure that
Wow.
you are better. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
okay.
sure.
At least I knew how to do that. Yeah.
You see, most people know. I did not know. Am I ashamed? No, I'm not ashamed,
No,
but this
no,
is how.
yeah, that's just no, no, no. But and see, I think that's why your approach, like you're saying, cooking in a lazy way. I think that is really something a lot of people are looking for, because they
Yeah,
they didn't grow up cooking. It was done for them. So I think it's a
yes,
really important, offering that you have to make people feel comfortable. It's
yes.
okay.
Everything you do is okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
As long as you are ready to take action and change, because there are things that you can improve to make your life easier, and to help also these animals when you are ready.
Yes. Thank you for saying that. So, Pelagia, I am going to save this to IGTV and my stories, and then I'll message you after.
Okay, thank you so much, Angel. It was wonderful. Waiting, I'm looking forward to having you in, even though I don't know how to do it, but you will tell me.
It's super easy, and yes, you can do it. It's super easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody. You're
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. Thank you, Pelagia, and thanks everybody. Take good care. Bye bye. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.